Well folks, are catching us here today at a auspicious moment in the evolution of the deranged Rover. You might think nothing particularly auspicious about flaring brake pipes, and I would be trying to agree with you on any other day. However, on this occasion we have to flare brake pipes because our trusty deranged Rover can now move at sufficient speed to need brakes. We haven't needed brakes previously, well, because we couldn't really drive more than walking speed. But fortunately, due to the addition of a new encoder to our trusty, nor not so trusty, Innova motor, we now find that we can accelerate. Also, we're now running both motors, both front and rear drive motors in the vehicle, and thus that also requires brakes. Now, the problem is that there was no brake fluid in the master cylinder. Now you might think, oh well, you know, that's a perfectly normal situation to have occur. However, when I added fluid to the master cylinder, said Rover of Ranges promptly disgorged it out onto my driveway through a rusted out brake line in one of the most inaccessible spots, going to the left rear brake caliper. So that put me in the unenviable position today of needing to make a repair. Now normally, a situation like this, I would be inclined to replace the entire run, but other problem is that most of the unions going to the flexi hoses on this run are rusted solid, so that is not something that I'm going to be tackling personally. Instead, we're going to leave that to someone else to look after that for us. So in the meantime, we're basically going to patch in a bodge pipe here. I've just done the flares on the car, so I'm doing double flares here now on the bodge pipe, which hopefully I've remembered how to do that properly. And hopefully the flare nut doesn't fall off. There we go, and oh yeah, it actually worked. Yay, look at that. Who knew I could actually do a bodge double flare? Not bad. Alright, I'm going to bodge double flare the other side of this, and then we're going to go get this on the car. And then I'm going to have to get brake fluid, because it used all mine and poured it out on the driveway. Okay folks, good news. Our bodge pipe is in, and after about a half a gallon of brake fluid, and got our master cylinder bled out, we got all four corners bled out, and we actually have a brake pedal in this car for the first time. I've also started putting the center console back together there, so we'll have some window controls, which will be nice. But let's go in here and have a look and show you what we got. Alright, so in here in the back, you can see here where I cut the pipe at this side. Just put a joint in it. Got a new piece of cupro nickel pipe then running all the way around here till we join back in here again. Now, like I say, this is a bodge job. The right way to have done this would have been to replace the whole pipe all the way back over here to the caliper, replace all those flexi lines and so forth, but problem is a lot of that stuff is just very badly corroded and dirtified in there. So that, folks, will be a job for somebody else. Our job is to get the vehicle driving under electric power, but it certainly does need to have all of these brake lines changed out. Even over here, let me get you a bit of light on this one. You'll be able to see here that even this hard line here is just complete, you know, MOT fail stuff right there. So that's going to need to be changed out. But for the minute, we've got our bodge pipe in here. We've got no leaks on it. And yeah, we've got a brake pedal here, so we should be able to drive this thing around a little bit quicker. Have to fire the film crew. Hello, folks. Welcome to four-wheel drive deranged rovering. Let's see how we go today. So reverse. And we now have brakes, by the way, which is kind of excellent. Let me demonstrate. Oh yeah, we got some serious brakes now. Amazing what a bodge pipe and a bleeding job will do. Let's see if we can crash into the workshop. Ooh, yeah, definitely getting some braking action. Oh, and the ABS light's gone out. Okay, let's reverse. Ooh, nice. Forward. Oh yeah, all the trash in the back is certainly moving around. Okay, so we are looking good in four-wheel drive mode. No exploding inverters, which is always welcome. I've managed to now put the nose almost just inside the door of the workshop. So folks, got to give you a little bit of a briefing on things that have been going on here in Range Rover rovering land. So since you last saw us, we have a new Lexus IS300H inverter in the front with some dead time in there now, so we're not blowing up the transistors, the capacitors there. Let me turn on some fresh air. It's a rather muggy day today. So we have got that in there, and we have also gotten ourselves a methodology with our control panel here, which I will show you shortly, where we can select between rear wheel drive and four wheel drive using the one inverter brain. Now we'll be going into some detail on that for you, so those of you that don't want to nerd out can just turn me off and watch some funny cat videos, or set me at triple speed and I go and the car drives fine. So right, so what we are going to be doing now is we're going to do some tuning. So I'm going to mess about with the computer here, see if we can get our motors dialed in a little bit better than they are. I've also got all the center console trim back in. Got a little control panel mounted here. What else have we been doing? Obviously I've fixed the brakes, as you will have seen. What else have we got done? I have bolted the seats back into the three remaining mounting points. Connected the power back up, but I think we got a fuse gone somewhere because I ain't got no power seats going on. Good news though is the airbag light has now gone out, so obviously having the seatbelt tensioners and whatever else plugged in here has cured that problem for us. Jobs to do are fortunately getting smaller than the jobs that we have done. So to do, we need to get the Chevy Volt charger working so we can charge the car from AC, and I need to fit the heater so that we can be warm during the winter, well, so that the owner of the car can be warm during the winter. And then this car, folks, is going to be out of here. I have become quite attached to it. but I have some stuff going on in my life right now and we need the space, so we're going to be having next few weeks going to be quite busy from a deranged Rover point of view. So right, okay, I'm going to shut up. We're going to get back out on the road and we'll be able to hopefully get a bit of tuning on this out here in the estate, and we'll come back in then for hopefully a little bit of something interesting in the driveway, so stay with us. Don't know if you folks will be able to see this. Let me see if I can get you down here a bit nearer. Here we go. So I got my trusty clamp meter, and see there we're at 300 amps RMS registered max. I just was checking the calibration on my current sensors, my IS300 inverter. I'm pleased to say they're pretty much bang on. We were putting 300 amps RMS into both motors. Now the problem that we have is not with the inverter, but we've got a motor problem again, folks. It's the very same as we were having with those Ansaldo motors, in that we could get very good low end torque. We could get oodles of it. In fact, I can demonstrate that to you. Let me just start a plot here just for kicks. Start plot. So I'm going to select drive, I'm going to put the brake on, I'm going to start giving her gas. We're in four-wheel drive mode now. So there is 250 and we're actually beating the brakes. There's 350 RMS amps going into both motors now. And we're actually, yeah, I can pretty much beat the brakes there. No, I can't. That's good. Okay, well, we got loads of low-end torque here. It's no problem being able to move the vehicle away. As I said, even just we can creep her forward against the brake easily there. The inverter can put loads of current in, so we got no problems that way. Where we do hit a problem is as we begin to accelerate, and the current just goes wild and the motor just does not want to produce rotation, it just wants to make heat. So, oh, by the way, there's a nice little test for our Lexus IS300 inverter. It's 350 RMS amps per stage without any stress. Anyway, that's not what we're here to work on today. So I'm going to get back and do a few more tests here and see if we can figure out what's going on. Stand by. Alright, so we've been dialing in some settings here. I think we're getting some success. Let me put you guys in the old phone holder 6000 here. We'll going to just head down here. We're not perfect, but we're not tripping out anymore. We got some good power, so very can pull away from the start there now quite respectively. Now we got a shudder here, but as we bring on the power, yeah, we're pretty much blasting along there now. Even in reverse we can do it some stick. Yeah, okay. Progress. Gonna mess around with the slip a little bit, see if we can get that shudder out. But we're getting near to be able to getting very near to be able to drive this thing around properly, folks. Stay with us. Okay, folks, can't exactly guarantee you that the phone is going to stay on the tripod here. What's wrong with you now? Left-hand seat heater. There's always something with you. Why do you never just work? Just think about working, car. Just don't think about being busted. It's bad for you. Oh, and I've got mirrors. Yes, I fixed the passenger side wing mirror as well, so we now have mirrors. Okay folks, well, I think our assault course is a little bit worse for the wear. Fortunately our trusty off-roader seems to be perfectly fine, and none the worse for having had a close encounter here with the pallet and my crappy wheels. So it's interesting, the tuning, we got a good bit more to do on that, but we are driving and we can drive and we can accelerate and get a bit of speed on. Now we still got some bugs to get out. It does take a different tune for off-roading, as I have just found. Now this is, I suppose, more rock crawling or pallet crawling, as it were. But this does need a different tune to what we would use for road going. So we're going to have to work out how we're going to do that. Now I don't think I'm going to off-road anymore because I don't really need to get a flat with this thing. Okay, we're driving, we got brakes, we've got a lot of stuff working right for us here today, so yay. Okay folks, well, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I know it's been a bit of a crazy random update, but we are making some pretty good progress with our trusty deranged Rover. So I hope that you will stay with us for the next episode, where hopefully we're going to have this vehicle on charge. So until then, don't forget to check those links in the description for the usual suspects, including Patreon, PayPal, Open Inverter Forum, GitHub, and whatever else I can think to stick in there. And until then, happy Range Rover off-roading.